today I am going to share an alternative to those fun wood cutouts in case you're like me and you missed out on them. So let's get chalking. Today I am using the Spring Cottontail Market. I love this transfer. It is currently out of stock. It has sold out, but you can still get it in the Easter Perks pack. I will make sure to link that below. But there was also a wood cutout that I sadly missed out on. So I'm going to show you what to do, or an alternative to the wood cutouts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually mixing up my own chalk paste. I realized when I went to do this project that I did not have any of the bark chalk paste, and I have camel, which was a little bit lighter than what I wanted to use. So I set to mixing my own. I had an empty chalk paste jar. I used some camel. I added a little bit of black and just a tiny bit of yellow, and just kind of mixed that together until I got the chocolate brown that I was looking for. And then I got to chalking. So just a side note, you can mix your own colors. If there's not a color that you have, you can kind of mix things together, which is why I save a couple of my chalk paste jars. So what I'm doing today is I'm actually going to chalk on a piece of white foam. I love chalking on foam. It's super easy. You can cut out the image and just put it on whatever surface you want. Adds a little bit of dimension to that. So the first thing I'm doing is fuzzing my transfer because it's brand new. So and then I'm just going to lay that on my foam. Actually, I turned my transfer upside down and ended up putting the foam on top so I could get it right where I wanted to, because I only want to chalk the bunny. That's the only thing I'm going to be cutting out, and then you'll see what I'm going to be doing with the rest of the transfer after that. So I'm just going to chalk my bunny and that chocolate brown paste that I created. Gosh, look how cute that bunny rabbit is. I love him so much. So I'm going to set him aside to dry, and then I'm going to grab my 12 by 18 Aiden board. And I'm using this one because it is magnetic, and you'll see why in just a second. But I'm going to put my transfer on there. I did wash it and made sure it was absolutely dry. And then I'm going to grab some of my bright white chalk paste along with some new colors. I grabbed Shimmer Flamingo, Shimmer Violet, which these colors are so pretty, and one of my absolute favorite new colors, Wild Lime. This reminds me of a color Chalk Couture used to have years ago. I can't remember exactly the color that it was called, but it was like a bright green, and I absolutely loved it. I hoarded several jars of it and finally ran out, and I'm so glad to have a color like this again. It's such a fun spring summer color, so I will definitely be grabbing several jars of that from my stash. So you'll see here that I'm chalking this, and I'm going to do it in sections because the day I chalked this, it was a pretty warm day here in northern Alabama, and I had the windows open, and I was worried that my chalk paste would dry too fast. It wasn't drying yet, but I was just being cautious. So I chalked the top part, and then I pulled my transfer up and just kind of laid it down like that. And then I went back and I chalked my flowers in those fun new colors, and then I pulled the entire transfer up. so once I did that, I'm going to come back to my little bunny rabbit here, and you can see how easily this cuts out from the foam. It's just such an easy material to work with, and which is why I love using that. So I will link it below. I just grabbed some on Amazon. I'm sure you can also pick it up in craft stores as well. There's lots of different widths or thicknesses, but I stay with a pretty thin one, not super thin, but something that's easy to cut out. So you'll see now when I put that bunny on there, look how cute that looks. He just kind of pops off my chalkboard a little bit. So I'm adding some magnets on the back with just my hot glue gun, which is why I grabbed my Aiden chalkboard. I love that these chalkboards are magnetic. So many different things you can do with these chalkboards. So once that is dry, or my hot glue is dry, I'm going to grab some ribbon and give this cute little bunny rabbit a bow. And now my bunny rabbit is looking super cute. I love chalking on foam. It just adds a little bit of depth and dimension on your projects. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you'd like to see more videos, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.